I thought that if I made more money, that would solve my financial problems. If I could 2x my income, then everything would be great. I'm gonna blow that out of the water that is not the truth and that's not the reality. If we look at a group of people with very large incomes, if income is the issue, they should all have their financial lives together. Kanye West, Nicolas Cage, you have, who else is on the list? I'm trying not to use my notes. And when I don't use my notes, I can't remember. Mike Tyson, 50 Cent, Dennis Rodman, Willie Nelson. They've all had significant financial issues or they have filed for bankruptcy. There has to be something more than just income that's a part of the equation. That other piece of the puzzle is spending and budget. See, what normally happens is as our income goes up, our spending, our obligations, our debt go up either at the same rate or faster than our income going up. If we don't control that first variable, which is our expenses and spending, then no matter what our income is, we're still going to have issues. My wife and I, 5 to 10 years ago, we started budgeting. We would sit down on a weekly basis and we would look at our income and we would say, hey, how do we want to spend this money? So we would come up with a plan, and then over the next week, we would execute on that plan. And if we overspent in one area, then we would take money from somewhere else that we had budgeted and move it over. And we would track all of our receipts and we would categorize all of our spending. And it was a giant pain. But as we did it, we got better at it, we got faster at it. We now have a system that's pretty much totally automated that handles itself, and our spending habits are taken care of. And so over the next couple of years, as our income has gone up and up and up, then our spending is under control and we can handle it. I kind of look at it as like our income is like the water that comes out of the fire hose, and our budgeting and spending and expenses are us being able to manage that hose, right? And so if we just turn up the hose too fast, we end up like one of those, Donald Duck cartoons where the hose is going all over the place and we don't have control over it, and that's how we can end up in trouble. So before we turn up the income hose, we want to get our feet firmly planted on the ground, have our grip really tight on the hose, and brace ourselves, and then get the hose turned up so that we can really control that additional income before we make too many mistakes, too many debt purchases, too many obligations that are hard to reverse or expensive to reverse. So if that's you, if you're looking to gain some financial stability, to get control of your financial life, before you focus on the income side of things, let's focus on the budgeting, expenses, and controlling your money side of things. And I'm gonna help you do that. And so if this is something that you're interested in, there'll be more videos like this where I go into detail about our plan, our strategy on how do we automate our budget system so that it is attainable. Because if it takes too much work, then it's gonna be much, much harder for us to do long term. So we've gotta make it easy. So I'll see you on the next video.